My name is Christina Dervaj. I go by Galicia on Twitter. If you're wondering, Aurora Wearables is something that I kind of started to separate out the LED stuff, LED clothing, kind of keep it away from my cat pictures on my regular Twitter. So I am using Keynote tonight, which is not PowerPoint. I'm waiting for the hook to come down and yank me off stage. But the reason why I think it's okay is because it's a hardware demo, so I needed video. And I'm not selling you anything. I don't have a startup yet, but it's may be coming or it might not. Who knows? I'm just kind of playing right now and trying to build out ideas. So how this kind of started at first was in 2011, I was sewing a regular dress without electronics, and my dad came in. My dad is an electrical engineer. I'm not. I'm a software engineer by trade. And he's like, have you ever thought about putting lights in your clothing? And I said, no. And we had this really good thing of like, I know how to sew stuff and I know how to program, and he knows kind of the hardware side of it. So we started bouncing ideas off each other, and that's how the Tetris skirt, as you can tell I'm very creative with my naming, the Tetris skirt was made. The Tetris skirt was a little 8x10 LED array. It had a controller on a belt that you could kind of pull to a respectable distance away and someone could play Tetris. So I made this for Minecon. This is the Minecon, which is a Minecraft convention. These are a bunch of the people that work for Minecon playing my Tetris skirt. And then me trying to play it while I was wearing it, which is very hard. So this led to me like talking about ideas, and I said to my future self, my past self, said, they need to make a really thin wireless card so I can put it in a skirt and display tweets. I thought, this is probably a very bad idea. Well, I'm sorry, past self, it's actually the best idea ever. So I've got two things here tonight. First off is my, again, very creatively named tweet skirt, which came first, followed by the text sash, which came second. As you can probably tell by the name, the tweet skirt works by you send tweets to it, and it will display the tweets on the skirt after, well, I'll tell you later. And then the second one is the skirt, or the sash, which you text to it, and it will just show up on the sash. So I made this skirt for GDC, which is a game developers convention. If you know anything about the game developers industry, I decided to put a moderation system in place so that way I could decide what tweets did and did not show up on this skirt. The technology for it looks kind of like this when you pull it all out. Everything is removable, so you can remove all the technology and just throw the garment in the wash. And I would like to kind of keep going with this because I think it's really important that you be able to wash your clothes. So it uses an LED array that I built myself out of a LED strip that you cut up and assemble back into a rectangle. It's using the particle core. We have some particle people here tonight. Thank you so much for making a small wireless Arduino-like device. And then a battery and a voltage regulator to power it so you can actually wear it around and not be plugged into a wall. So I built this, like I said, the array there I built myself, and I kept running into the problem with it breaking all the time, which is kind of a problem when you like to wear it to, let's say, like different electronics music shows. So I decided to go from handmade. The picture on the top there is what the skirt looks like on the back, and each one of those places where a wire connects to something is a potential part for it to break, and that happens a lot. So. The second one there is an LED array that's all one piece. It's a lot more robust, but the problem is it's not as flexible. So that's why it's on somewhere that's a little bit more straight than a skirt fabric, which kind of like billows. So it works really well for the front, or maybe between the shoulders, or maybe going down the back or something like that. So how does the tweet skirt work? So this is kind of like your user story there. So you go on Twitter and you decide to tweet either the user tweet skirt or the hashtag tweet skirt, and you send it and tweet it out in the world. I log in to a moderation system. It's using SSL there for security, hooray. And then I can decide whether I want to display it or remove it. And it goes into the display queue, which then the second system comes in and pulls tweets out of to display on the skirt itself. And then everything that's ever either been rejected or had an error or been tweeted is on the bottom. So you end up with something that looks like this. And this is if it completely didn't work, which it does. That's great. But you end up with the tweets showing up on the skirt. So I do have the tweet everything should be running here for the text messaging. The texting is unmoderated, so I please ask that you be grown-ups about this, because I didn't want to have to like spend all my time on my phone. The code is all open source. Right now I have it underneath my own GitHub user, but it will be under Aurora Wearables when I kind of clean it up and have it be a little bit more professional. So anyway, thank you very much. And you can follow me on Twitter, email me, Aurora Wearables. Thank you.